do it, Jim.
Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you. Me and Josh made that. What's up, everybody? This is the Quad with Chris Young. As always, I'm Chris. We got Haley the Bear.
Hello.
Producer Josh.
Hola.
Sharing a mic with Ryan from Miami.
Hola.
And, of course, our very special guest this week, Mr. Travis Denning. Thank you for being here, buddy.
Hello. I went with hello. I'm not super fluent in Spanish.
See.
Yeah, see.
Oh, you didn't realize this was a bilingual podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know uno
You get the
mas
memo?
cerveza.
Hey, that's all you need to know sometimes.
Yeah.
Very, very happy to have Travis here. Known you for a very long time. Also just realized that Moncel left his prednisone sitting. Are they sponsoring this podcast?
by the way, we do not endorse the use of steroids on this podcast unless it's for baseball.
Actually,
Unless
Josh
it's for
Gilliam does.
baseball.
for baseball.
Unless it's for baseball.
Let's be honest. Baseball has never been as good.
I say, you know what? I say they, instead of trying to keep it out,
They just let them
let's
do
let
whatever
them
they
all
want.
do it.
Yes, we've had this
Let's
conversation.
get some like NASCAR baseball going, like 700 horsepower. If you can hold on, you can drive it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Let's
like
do
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That's
This is like a take that we've done before with Josh, where we got him a T-shirt that's that mentions it. By the way, Ryan, since you were on your laptop, polls.
pulling up the poll?
We love polls, don't
Yeah.
we? Yes.
So, Travis, just so you know, each and every week we do a poll here on the Quad with Christian.
Beautiful.
and every single week, Ryan forgets to look it
forgets
up.
to pull up the poll. It is my responsibility to do that, and I fail each
Is
and
that
every
why
week.
he's talking? He's stalling, pulling
Yeah,
up.
well, that's
cool.
good.
1000%.
Filibustering the hell out of it. The poll was, and this was pre-Memorial Day, it was at the end of A League of Their Own, does Dottie drop the ball on purpose at home plate? What do you think? What do you think, Travis?
Yeah, for the drama, I'd say so. Yeah.
Well, you would be with the 87% that said yes.
Yeah, I
Dottie
mean
drops the
it's a
ball.
movie, man. It's it's a whole thing. It's the drama of it.
Well, they tease it at the beginning of the movie. Like there's a whole conversation, and then there's a conversation right at the end. Where
Actually-
what now?
I want to see what Travis thinks about some of these others.
Okay. All right. Oh my God.
I wanna see what-
he's
I
throwing
wanna-
you.
Chris, I love what you're talking about, but I just want you to
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Just stop talking.
You were
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
but all right, Blow Pop or Tootsie Pop? Which do you prefer?
Wait, say that one more time.
Blow Pop or Tootsie Pop?
I mean, I'd prefer a blow top, I guess. That sounds weird saying that, but yeah, that one. Yeah.
All right, well, Tootsie Pop was the favorite on that one.
Okay.
I was on your side if it makes
Thank
you feel
you.
any
So
better.
yeah, that was, and then the most elite ice cream topping. This was actually a heated debate.
It was
We've
a-
got to
No,
get
it
your,
was not.
We've got to get your thoughts on this. All right,
So the
Travis,
mo-
is it
okay.
Is it caramel sauce, magic shell, hot fudge, or gummy bears?
It is hot fudge. Duh. I mean,
My man.
that goes. First off, that goes on multiple things, but like the biggest, I don't know, special ice cream is a sundae, right? Like that you got vanilla, you have all your
But
flavors.
that's where the caramel sauce comes in.
Yeah, but chocolate. People like chocolate more than caramel.
I feel vindicated.
Yeah.
So
All
far,
right.
he sides with you each time.
We actually texted last night to make sure.
Yeah,
we
I just told him.
Clearly.
corroborated all our.
Like-
He's actually a huge fan and has been voting on these the entire time.
I'm staying up all week. I've got a ton of IP addresses, yeah, to vote.
All right. Well, let's start with music.
Music.
All right. Young Love and Saturday Nights. I got to get this out of the way. We are going to let Travis lead most of the music section, but about to be top 10, if it's not top 10 already this week. Very excited. Thank you, Virginia, for everybody that came out. That was amazing. I got to do my first gender reveal for someone.
Oh, that's awesome.
She had a sign, and I'm looking at it going, there's no way. And it was. And then I made the mistake of I took it from her and like showed the sign to the crowd, and it had the envelope on the back of it. And I asked her, what are you hoping it will be? And then I realized that puts way too much pressure on me. I was very nervous. But she said she wanted a girl, and it is a girl. She's having a girl. So
I think I'm going to start a you are or you are not the father section of my show. Yeah, like let's really get the drama going.
Let's really do this. Let's kick this thing.
The Mari section. It's not an acoustic set. It's a Mari set. Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Also, quick shout out. I am playing this weekend, but for CMA Fest, I will be doing a show with Tracy Lawrence. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I have to go rehearse for that tomorrow. He, when I was falsely arrested, he came over here and did find out who your friends are with me. So I owe him one. But yeah, man, talk about your tour. We were talking about it out there before we got started. I didn't want to say too much because I just wanted to hear straight from you. You're out with Hardy right now?
Yeah, we're on the Quit tour with Hardy, Kit Moore, and then Stephen Wilson Jr.'s on some of them, and Ella Langley's on a few more. We just had the first weekend, and dude, just like, it's just so much fun. I've been looking forward to this tour for a while. He called me last summer and told me about it, and so I waited around forever until it got announced. And it's really it's the first tour I've been on where going into it, it's like, I mean, me and Hardy are super close friends. Like, his wife and my wife were both in each other's weddings. Like, we spend a lot of time with them. And so this is kind of that first tour I've been on where instead of going in and being like, okay, I know these people, and you get to know them over the tour, it's just immediate, and it's a lot of fun. Not great on the vocal cords for the first weekend when you're touring with your friends, but man, it was great. Like, Madison was out and Callie was out, and we had so much fun that first weekend. And I mean, dude, the crowds are just, it's awesome. It's epic. I mean, he's just, he is fully just a superstar now, and it's awesome to watch, and it's going to be a fun summer.
Dude, he's amazing. Sang on one of the songs on my current record that we just released not too long ago. And it was just fun being in the studio with him. And he's such a nice dude. I mean, he's very much like you. Like, every time I've been around you, all you are to anyone, like your crew, the people that are around you, is just really nice. And that's not always the case. So
it's not, no, it is not. But it always.
We're not going to say, but you and I have seen some of the people where that's not the case.
For sure. But man, when it does trickle down, and when it's positive, it just makes touring so much fun and less stressful, and like, it just reminds you, like, oh yeah, this is pretty damn fun, and I could be digging ditches right now, and I'm blessed to do what I do.
Yeah, I always tell everybody I used to do HVAC because I did.
Well, I need you to come over and look at something.
Do
you do house calls? Because I got an issue too.
It's your condenser.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's your condenser.
You need more Freon. That was 90% of our calls. It was like, we got to put Freon in it.
You're just sitting there charging it, and you're like, all right, here we go, holding the can. That's why I did that the other day, actually.
You don't need him then. You're good.
He's fine. What is he talking about?
I don't know. There's a smell, but I don't know if that's the air conditioning.
Oh, boy.
That may be out of your.
That may be out of my pay grade.
Realm of
especially now.
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah. That was my joke on stage for a while was, you probably didn't want me working on your HVAC, so it's a good thing that music worked out.
Yeah. Thank God that happened. Yeah, there was not a single thing I could do that was going to be positive for anybody. And I don't even know if guitar playing is yet, but we'll soon to be find out. But I've never been good at sports. Math sucks. I can't read a book. I mean, just like, so I was like, I'll try and sing songs, and it's working out so far.
All right. And by the way, you're drastically understating your guitar prowess, because you just literally walked in there earlier and grabbed one of my Martins.
Well, and that was my question. So I was familiar with I saw you a couple of years ago with Sam Hunt, and I was familiar with some of your music. What I was unfamiliar with was how much you effing rip on guitar, and like, bro, you shred. Like,
I appreciate it, man.
Where I just didn't know. Like,
And he's a lefty.
And you're a lefty.
And I'm all
Oh,
backwards.
southpaw.
Now I'm the southpaw, baby. Yeah.
like, what were the influences? Like, how did you get so good at guitar?
Well, guitar was like I started playing guitar when I was 11, so I've played it for over half of my life. I mean, and just that was the first thing that I kind of like sunk my teeth into as a kid, where I really loved it. Really, I think that was the first thing, and I think where I'm at now is just a testament to I just really enjoyed it. And so I when I took lessons, like I took it seriously, and I would come home, I'd play guitar until dinner time. Like when Mom yelled upstairs, like, come down to eat, that I would literally play guitar for 2 hours. And I'm just still that way. I think I just love it so much. Like I said, I tried football. I hated getting hit. I tried. I took a baseball to the ankle during practice. I was like, this sucks. I don't like this. And
You're like out.
yeah, I was like, couldn't kick a soccer ball. Definitely couldn't shoot hoops. Like, and so that was the first thing I got my hands on. That I was like, okay, this I can wrap my head around a little bit, and I loved it so much.
Well, you say that as there's a signed Bo Jackson behind you.
Yeah, I did almost walk on at Georgia. The coach just said I was lacking speed, size, talent, the overall ability to play football. Other than that, I was a shoo-in. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you had the job.
I was there, just missing 7 things.
Georgia Southern or
Georgia, UGA.
No. We ain't talking about
Georgia
Cole
State?
Swindell on this one. Yeah.
There ain't no GATA around here. Come on.
What was the first song you learned to play?
The first song I learned
Like on guitar
all
and
the
sing?
all the way through all that was probably Take Me Home Country Roads, John Denver. I learned a lot of John Denver early because a lot of those songs are like the basis of like so much strumming and chord stuff. So that was some of the early stuff, and it was funny. I mean, just it was a coincidence. That's what my teacher taught me, but my uncle was like obsessed with John Denver. So I was like, oh, cool, I can learn these songs and impress my uncle. Like, he'll love John Denver. And then the first song I learned that I was like, I can show this off to my friends and it'll be cool was Highway to Hell. Like, learning
There
that all
you
the way.
go. I like it. I cannot for the life of me right now, and of course I asked this question and I was going to follow up. I've been playing since I was, 12, 13 as well, and I am nowhere near as good as you. So I love that you use that as like the very first starting point where you're like, I've been playing since I was 11. That's why I'm so good. I'm like, no, that's not it. Otherwise, I would have unlocked some sort of potential. I can sit and play acoustic for 5 hours by myself, but I can't play like you. And
Well, the trade-off is I only have 1.5 hits. And you got 1 billion. So it's all good.
that's not true. One.
I can count a handful.
Two, I think, didn't we pick your single?
Yeah, literally.
In Tin Roof?
At Tin Roof one time. I literally was sitting there, and this was David Ashley Parker was out. And
Which I love that song.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't
appreciate
care.
it.
I don't care what anybody says. I love that song.
Hey, man, that was I wouldn't change a thing about going with that. I mean, it went top 40 and it got certified gold recently. Like, and it's still it's still a big moment of my live shows and stuff. And I think it was a better introduction for me personally. Like, I think After a Few was probably going to be a hit regardless, but I liked the idea of like coming out with something that was a little different, And
you played me. Was it the?
I played you After a Few and a song called Tank of Gas and a Radio Song, which I did put out. But I was like, they're between these two. And I gave you had your like headphones on.
Yeah.
And you listen to After a Few and you go, dang, you're starting high on that one. That's literally you're like, man, you're right there. And then you got the chorus, you're like, all right, play me the other one. And we got like halfway through that one, you're like, I think that first one's probably your hit. And I was like, all right, cool, sounds good. And literally it was like so
I was right once.
Universal, you might owe Chris Young.
Chris Young A&R? Chris Young A&R? Is that?
Oh Lord, I don't.
We're gonna see you in Music Row magazine next. Breaking news: Chris Young
hired an A&R position. All right, so we're gonna do one last thing in the music section. we always do. What are you listening to?
Wait, you should talk about his new record.
Oh yeah. What, dude? You didn't even. What are you doing?
Hey, you brought up the tour. I just went with it.
Come on, man. You got to talk about.
That old thing. My brand new full length album
Came out 10 days ago. Yes, that one.
Yeah, literally.
Roads that go nowhere, you know?
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Roads That Go Nowhere.
Yeah.
It's my first full length album. I've done 3 EPs. Hey, come on.
How many songs are on it?
15.
Nice.
So it's a big boy, and I'm excited. It just feels good to have like an album out, and the best compliments that I've received on it have been from like my friends and family who have texted me, and they're like, "I've been listening to this thing like top down," like, and that's what I wanted. I wanted like we sequenced it to make it feel like an album. And that's been the best compliment I've had, and I hope people are digging it. There's a song on there, Southern Rock, that's got Hardy on it, and then Josh Ross is on a song. Like, there's some good features and stuff, and so it's cool, man. I'm pumped. I'm just glad to have a full length out. So,
Dude, you deserve that and so much more. Everybody, please go check this album out.
With you being on the road with Hardy, does he come out for Southern Rock during your set?
I come out with him during his
Yeah.
I was, when we were talking about it, he was like, "Are you gonna play that in your set?" And I was like,
Do you want to play
"Well, what do you want to do?" And he was like, "We're gonna do it in mine." I was like, "Okay, sweet." And dude, it is like, it's awesome. I couldn't be happier. Like I'm grateful he carved out a spot in his set.
One of my favorite tricks is if I've got like a friend out or like somebody that wrote like a really big hit, even if they're, singer songwriter, is I'll be like, "Hey, Carrie Barlow,
Yeah, come out here.
come here, play that song." But that's awesome that he's bringing you out in his set. That's amazing.
It's
I love
like
that.
literally he comes off stage and I come out on the riser behind her, and I start the song, and he's not even out there.
Oh,
So
that's cool. That's cool.
It's really cool. And then he comes out, and then we meet at the middle, and I mean, it's just it's really orchestrated.
Of the
really
15 tracks, Travis, because one of the things that I love is the storytelling, right, throughout an album.
Yeah.
And maybe it's an unheralded song, but which one really speaks to you throughout the 15 that maybe isn't the most popular that the track's named?
The two that I love the most for that reason. There's one called "Love You Past That" on there, and it's just a vow to my wife and stuff. It's just like, through the good and the bad and forever, like, I'll love you past all that. And it's just I love it. It's a special song. I wrote it with Chris Stevens, Jeremy Stover, who co-produced the record, and Bobby Pinson, who has written a song or two. He's written one or two.
He's written one or two.
And and the last track on the record, selfishly, is a song called Mulgee River that I wrote by myself, and it's just kind of an open conversation to the river that runs through Macon, Georgia, and runs through the backside of my hometown. And it's just me and an acoustic, and then I literally went down there and recorded just like the sounds of the Mulgee River, and like, so it sounds like I'm singing it around the river.
Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
We took the album cover photo on Westlake Road, which goes to a boat ramp there, and it's just like, hey, it's good to see you again, and I miss you, And for me, it's really special for me, and the lowest streaming song on the album.
Hey, dude,
For now, wait till after they listen to this podcast.
No. I mean, I'm not kidding about
This
that.
week, for What Are You Listening To? My pick
is Mulgee River,
is his entire album.
but go
Sit
15
down.
backwards.
15
I actually
in
like
reverse.
doing that. I like listening to an album backwards because, and I know that they're obviously, you're looking at me like that, but I do like listening to it backwards. As opposed to just
Kendrick Lamar said that his album Damn was meant to be listened to backwards to
reverse.
front, and he put out, which is kind of funny, he put out a backwards version. I'm like, I could just make this playlist like this.
And also, I do want to say the name of a river being something that some people are like, well, but what if you don't know where that river is or what that river is or any of that stuff? There was a whole story about Kern River when Merle wanted to put that out. They were like, the label was like, no one knows where Kern River is. He goes, who cares?
Yeah. Will they
Like, it's
connect? Will
special.
they connect with the story?
Yeah, will
And
they
that's-
connect with the song?
Absolutely. And that was with this song, you know, I was like, I just selfishly wanted it on there because I knew everybody in my hometown would be like, oh, cool. Like, but for me, it's more about like, you've got an Ocmulgee River, you've got one. Like, we've all got something that's the dirt from where we come from that we miss and that we like romanticize. And that's just what it's about. It's just insert a different name and it's the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
a mall for me.
Yeah.
Mine-
What is it?
I'm just kidding.
The mall.
I said Aventura Mall for me. But, you know.
Mount Sunflower in Kansas, which is we are currently at higher elevation right now.
The Chick-fil-A on Houston Lake Road in Warner Robins.
Yes.
The
made it that
Sonic
Chick-fil-A.
by
I know
my
that
house. No, Percy Priest is
Yeah,
mine.
absolutely.
That was
St.
where my
John's
dad taught me how to
River,
fish.
St. John's River. Awesome.
Full of alligators.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Oh yeah.
I'm sticking with Aventura Mall, but just because it was a mile from the house. But
Let's
Just on principle, we aren't doing a "What Are You Listening to" this week. Just pick those 2 songs and then a bunch more from his album. Throw them on there on the playlist.
Done.
Sweet.
you
Easy.
can find on Spotify, by the way.
Yes.
Spotify,
All our
Apple,
playlists is on
Pandora, anywhere you get music.
Yeah. Y'all definitely go listen this week. Check it out. Great music, great dude. Do it.
We're telling you.
Now.
Stares into camera aggressively. For those
out.
that are just listening on audio. Oh, all right. Let's go to sports.
Sports. Yes.
Yay, sports.
Yeah. Sports ball.
Go team.
You may not have played it, but you are a big sports fan.
Big sports
Yes.
ball fan. Big
Oh,
time.
big Georgia fan,
Massively.
obviously.
I have one tattoo and it's Georgia related.
Of course.
Yeah.
life-size state replica of
On my whole back. Yeah.
the Georgia
that's
Guidestone.
why-
It's just a bulldog. It's a huge back tap.
They got blown up. They don't exist anymore.
Wait, what?
Somebody blew them up. Yeah, somebody.
Why?
Out of here.
And nobody knows who did it. First off, nobody knows who built them.
Right.
I did read an article, not a sidebar, crazy here, that the guy who owned that property he remembered a guy's name and had an invoice for someone who commissioned it, but he still doesn't think the money like came from that. He thought that was just a guy handing over the money. Yeah, the Guidestones are crazy
Wow.
because it was all about population control and a little like apocalyptic.
Well, yeah, and it was in a bunch of different languages also.
Yep.
Super interesting.
It was right outside of Rome, and one day somebody drove out there, and it looked like somebody put tannerite and just totally destroyed them.
Wow.
So Georgia to the national championship this year?
Amen, baby.
All right.
Should have been there last.
Go Gators.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Listen, I won't hold it against you,
I just hear at this point, hook 'em horns.
Go Knights. Charge
dude.
on.
Y'all are right there, dude. It is
Everybody
bubbling.
always says that every year. It's like my teams.
But everybody said that about Georgia forever.
Everybody says that about the Cowboys every year. And last year, I thought we had a really good shot, and immediately Diggs goes down, and then we just crumbled against the Packers.
It was pretty bummer. Yeah, I had a drummer for 7 years, and we're still best friends. He just plays for another artist now, but he's a huge Cowboys fan, and I'm always just like, damn, man.
I got the Rangers. All right.
There you go. Yeah.
We got a W. We got the ring.
Unfortunately,
So-
the Stars lost last night.
yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Which leads me to one of my favorite segments here on the Quad with Chris Young. Travis, you're getting blindsided by this.
Oh my
but
God!
I'm ready.
So sorry.
I'm
We
sorry.
do this-
I know what's coming.
have to go
annually,
through this.
and this is
I know it's coming.
our annual Stanley Cup Spelling Bee. So I love the laugh in the corner here. This is great. So,
Oh, like Scandinavian last names and
oh
stuff?
yeah, buddy.
Okay,
So it
cool.
is.
I
it is-
don't have a shot either.
It is
and I know
UV Haley, and by the way, Haley fails every year miserably. So
Yeah,
the bar
sweet.
is set incredibly low for
Awesome.
this. But the two teams in the Stanley Cup final this year are the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers, who feature some pretty big stars in the league. So, with that being said, we're going to give you just a couple of cupcakes just to start.
I mean, technically, Haley, there's a Florida team in there. You should know.
You should know these.
This reminds me of that SNL skit with Chance Rapper when he's like, "What's your last name?" And he goes, "Yep, I'm not even going to try that one."
Yeah, exactly. We apologize in advance for any NHL player.
We will give you some easy ones to start with, to the two of you. Travis, since you're our esteemed guest, I'm going to start with you.
All right, cool.
Connor McDavid.
Okay.
Tough one.
Do I have to do his first name too?
Yeah.
Well, Connor is kind of a because it could be an OR or an ER.
Could be.
CONNORMCDAVID.
All right, look at that. 1-0.
That was so.
Just,
I
man,
swear.
Just championship
Oh,
level. That's amazing.
I've done a spelling bee a time or two in my life.
All right. An easy one for Haley right out of the gate here to start. Bear, this is from your Florida Panthers. Mackie Samoskevich. Mackie Samoskevich.
I knew he said that. I was like, it's not going to be.
Mackie.
Yep.
Oh, great. MACK. Is it IE?
Oh, all right. You got the first name. All right.
You get the
Okay.
first. You get the
Now.
right. Now Samoskevich.
Samoskevich.
Samoskevich. SAMOSK. Samoska. AVICH.
Oh, you missed it by one letter.
She didn't do
One
the T.
letter. It was an A instead of an A.
Oh,
What the hell?
really?
It was. By the way,
I would have gone TCH.
I would have bet my
I think
401k.
that
Would have
would've
been able to get through the last name. I would have lost it all.
Wait, where was the E instead of the A?
It was instead of the A, it's SKEVICH, not SKA.
Skimosevich.
Y'all got to give me some sort of credit on
All right.
that. Then.
That was good. That was good. That was good. All right. A little bit harder for you here, Travis.
All right.
On the second one. Sam Bennett.
All right, here we go. Oh, this is tough. All right, SAMBENNET.
Oh, man. Look at that. 2-0. Oh, dude.
Yeah, man.
2-0.
Suspense. The
Let's
suspense.
go. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That is good. That is
Haley
good.
realizes what she's walked into now.
This will be simple, probably.
All right, Bear. The next one for you. By the way, you're not far behind.
One behind.
Vladimir Tarasenko.
Vladimir's easy.
VLADI. Vladimir. Why am I blanking? VLA
You got Vlad right. Yeah.
Vlad I or E A.
Oh,
No,
whoa, whoa.
I.
A lot of vowels being thrown at us. Which one you got?
I-O-U.
Pick one.
Oh, McDonald had a
Vlad.
Yeah.
IMIR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
you got
all right,
Vladimir.
all right.
All right.
And then what's the last name again?
Tarasenko.
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 T
Vladimir Tarasenko.
TERIS. I.
There's a lot of I's in that last name, and there are none in his last name. So, all right.
One more round.
We got one more round.
One more
here.
round.
I
One
do
more
love
round.
Cinco de Mayo, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Tarasenko.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Tarasenko.
That is
I
good.
think he'll open that after he retires.
Okay, cool.
That is
sweet.
good. That is good. All right. All right. Last one.
I think it would have been funny if she was like TERRACINCODEMAYO.
We would have given her partial points.
Yeah, I would have given you credit for that.
All right. Travis, last
right.
one.
All right.
This one might be for all the marbles.
I was about to say, bring the house.
Adam Ernie.
Adam Ernie.
Adam Ernie.
ADAM.
Yeah.
Like Ernie Johnson, kind of.
Can't give away too much here.
ERNIE.
Oh,
Damn.
you put an I in there. What's with you two in the eyes?
ERNIE. That's
There's
not.
no I in Ernie.
There's no I in his last name.
Earn and he's
Well, yeah. What?
Oh man.
It's actually spelled CHRISYOUNG. I
give him credit. I give him
Whoa.
credit.
I don't think you
Well, we've
pronounced
got
that.
one more.
All right. Here we go.
And
Give the
this
governor
one,
her rump.
Bear, is for 3 points. So if you get this,
There you go.
you hop Travis, and you win your first ever Stanley Cup Spelling Bee. How are you
Okay.
feeling right now?
Not very good.
Okay. The final name. He is the biggest star on the Florida Panthers. Alexander Barkov.
Alexander. ALEX. What? Why am I wrong already?
Alexander Barkov.
No, keep going.
keep going.
Keep going.
Alexander. Alexander. Is that correct?
What's the last name?
Oh, you said Barkov.
Barkov.
B-A-R. Is it K? K. Off or of? Barkov?
Alexander Barkov.
Barkov.
Alexander Barkov.
He's saying it two different ways. B-A-R.
I gotta look this up.
K-O. I want to say V or F. I don't know.
Do it. You get a pick. Come on.
V-E. Change my mind.
I got tough news for you.
Travis, bring it to her.
You didn't get the first word right.
Alexander.
Alec Sander. Unfortunately,
yet again, the bear has fallen.
Y'all set me up for failure in this. So rude.
Congratulations, Travis. You have won the Stanley Cup Spelling Bee.
Congratulations,
Thank y'all
Travis.
so much.
Congratulations.
It's taking a long way to get here, but I'm glad I got here.
Oh man.
Is there anything else going on in sports?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going on, but we don't want to spend too much time because we don't want to keep Travis here all day. Let's talk about. You want to talk about Caitlyn Clark, Rye? What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Because
you're talking about the foul call?
Well, not just foul,
Just all of it.
just all of it. She continually gets fouled, and I understand like hazing a rookie, but dude, she's putting up numbers that a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people in the WNBA have never done before. Through the beginning of her career, at least.
Except for Sabrina Ionescu, who was our first ever guest.
Also true. But she's bringing attention to the sport, and I just feel like, you know what? The hard foul, they're messing with her, but where are her teammates?
That's the better question.
That is the problem I have, because, like, you know, you got to have her back.
There's two things at play right now. Number one, I get it. I get that the rest of the WNBA is frustrated that she's making so much money on endorsements when she hasn't done anything in the league yet. So, of course, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to chip her. They're going to push her down. They're going to do whatever they can to rattle her. That's fine. My issue is with the Indiana Fever, in which she is getting thrown on the ground and not a single teammate is coming to pick her back up. So that would show me, the sports fan, the sports watcher, that the team does not really like her, that the other players do not like her, and I want to know why. I don't know what's going on there.
Because
Is there not jealousy?
I think it's jealousy because she's really popular. But what they're forgetting to realize is what she has brought to the WNBA. Like, they're getting so much more because of her. They should be thankful, to be honest.
Yeah, I saw a stat the other day. It was like something like 2 million people watched one of the games. Like, they've moved all of their games to primetime. The slots that they have, they've moved.
There's no doubt that there's an incredible bump in notoriety for the league. The WNBA now is all chartered private planes for the first time. So
And-
now,
okay.
so that's awesome.
Look, that's been coming, so I can't lay that at her feet necessarily.
But I will say though, and I think part of the whole maybe teammates like letting her do her thing too is like, and this runs through all professional sports. Like, it don't matter who you are. Like, there's a little bit of that like welcome to the league rookie kind of deal. And I think
Right.
I think they go like, this is grown woman sport now. Like, this ain't college no more. And so there's probably even a little bit on the teammate side, like, let her fend for herself, let her get up, let her do that. Now, if they're still doing that in year 2, year 3, then then it's like, all right, this is an issue. But I think there might be a tinge of that because I know that definitely happens in the NFL for sure.
For sure, and I agree with you entirely from that perspective. The reason that I'm questioning it, again, is where the teammates helping her up, where them having her back.
Yeah, I have no issue with other players chipping her and being
An off-the-ball foul, though, like, come on.
But even that, like, that could have been frustration from college 2 years ago. You know what I mean? There's all sorts
She's
of
been
things.
fouled more than any rookie in her first, like, 4 or 5 games ever.
Absolutely.
And for the record, like, I would say, and this is just in my opinion,
We're talking about WNBA, by
Not
the
only
way.
has she brought more notoriety to the league, not only is she has a target on her back. She is the biggest superstar in that sport, unearned by some in that sport that have been there for years carrying the weight of the NBA. She walks in with a $28 million shoe deal. And then Kennedy Carter, who was the one that basically shoved her, she's making $64,000 this year. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy in terms of not only pay, notoriety, and I think jealousy. But overall, I think Caitlyn Clark is bringing awareness, attention, and interest to the game of women's basketball. It's only good.
Well, and let's be honest, guys. Like, we've had this podcast for 4 years. How much have we talked about the WNBA except for Sabrina?
Sabrina, yeah.
So, and we've talked about it more in the last 4 months than we have in 4 years. So
And
it's
that's-
ultimately good.
That's
This
taking
is
nothing
good.
away from the league. I'm just saying there's more eyeballs on it right now than ever.
Also, just as an aside, Washington Mystics are selling brunch and basketball games.
I mean, we could
It's-
go to
all
a
right, let's
Mystics
go.
game. I'm in.
I
I'm in.
sold.
It's for $105. You get a lower bowl ticket. You get unlimited mimosas.
All right, I'm
chicken
in.
and waffles,
Sold.
Me and
Fruit-
Travis are going. Y'all can come if
See
you
ya.
want.
I'm
pastries.
gonna reschedule my ride.
I'll get a plane.
These
Here we
games,
go.
These games have already sold out. Like all of the ones that
Well,
they have done.
I'm pretty sure someone can make a phone call.
I'm going to
about to
leverage
say.
my Orlando match.
Dude, if I
Who-
could,
what-
if I could brunch a Titans game, are you kidding me?
What someone are you talking about?
One. Hey, she could probably even make a call. I don't know.
We'll run it up the flagpole.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
Can we go to the NBA and say that I picked the team to get to the?
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I finally I picked the team. I picked the Mavs.
Based off of
No, but I picked them to go to the finals.
this year in sports so far, outside of the Rangers winning, I don't trust my picks.
Fade Chris Young's picks.
Fade the picks. Just 1-800-BETS-OFF for anybody who has a gambling problem. But yeah, bet against me. Do it.
Paid CY.
I will say, I think I got the Mavs in 5.
Whoa.
Dang.
State your case.
Wow, yeah, please.
I mean, they're just stupidly talented. They're just so stacked. I think they're just rolling right. I mean, Anthony Edwards, hey, another great example of why Georgia basketball will never be anything. They had Anthony Edwards, who's going to be a generational talent, and couldn't make the playoffs like hardly at all.
If it makes you feel any better, remember Texas had Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Wow, actually, I did forget that.
Yeah,
For real.
and everybody's
They made
like,
the tournament that year, though. They were.
they're going to be in. They're going to be. Oh yeah, they made the tournament.
Well, I think they were. In
Come
Elite 18.
on, they were like ranked number 5, and they went out in round 2 with Kevin Durant.
Well, dude, and Anthony Edwards is a little Kevin Durant. Like, he plays so similar to him. But I just think Dallas is, I think pro sports is it's not only about this, but it's so much about, like, where do you peak and when do you keep that going? And, like, I just think they're cruising.
Yeah. Hey, bet the Mavs.
In 5.
They're heavy underdogs, by the way, because Boston is favored, let's see, minus 225 to win the series. So Vegas odds say Boston's going to win this thing.
I mean, I'm sure DraftKings offers that to
You
pick
can bet on series.
to pick exactly how
Yeah,
many
you know what
games.
else is in Vegas? Sky rises in the desert.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just there, so.
You in Vegas? I don't believe you for a second.
What? No way.
No, never.
By the way, fun fact, this will be the first ever Dallas-Boston postseason meeting in any major sport. Think
Oh,
about that.
wow.
Postseason, not
Wow.
championship.
Just postseason
meeting.
period.
I mean, first of all, you got to think that the league is excited.
Oh
about
my God!
this.
Oh, there's no doubt.
2 major markets.
Huge teams, yeah.
Yeah.
You got a pick, Josh?
I do, but I want to hear everyone else's first before I lay out my case.
All
have
right. So
to-
we just do you want to lay out a case, or do we want to just go down the line and say a team?
I mean, I have a lot. I have a lot of factors that are weighing into my pick.
Because the teams are Boston
And Dallas.
and Dallas, and I'm going to make some of my friends very angry, but I'm going Boston.
In
6.
I got to stick with my pick. I'm going Dallas, and I'm going to go with him. We're going to go Dallas in 6.
Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. All right.
Travis, you had 5. Are you
Well, I'm
changing to 6?
getting
He
I'm
said he's
switching to
got him in
6.
5.
I
You
got-
switching to
I-
6?
I got a little too excited about that.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'll
like
go
it.
6.
I like the level of excitement.
Yeah.
Um,
Dallas in 3.
just call it off.
You know what?
they
Game
just- they
rule,
just give up. They just leave.
Game 4, Dallas, plane gets delayed. Atlanta comes in. Trae Young wins it all. Boom. The Hawks win.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be something.
It's the only time Atlanta would get even close to sniffing a championship.
Luka gets sick. Trae Young comes in. Atlanta wins. Boom.
Atlanta wins the Trae Young trade.
Oh, wow. My buddy works with the Mavs in sweet sales. I've been tormented by the Mavs as a Miami Heat fan multiple times, but this would be the first 5th seed, I believe, to win the NBA championship if they did. I could be wrong on that, but I think this would be the first 5th seed. I'm going Mavs in 7. I think it's going to be a really exciting
go.
series. I think Mavs win in 7 in Boston.
The reason I wanted to go last. What are you guys talking about over there?
Betting.
Nothing. I did. We're just again 1-800-BETS-OFF is the national hotline if you have a gambling problem.
Juice.
Yeah.
Let me remind you of. Let's go back to 2011.
I don't want to do that, please.
Let's go back to 2011, in which
I graduated high school then.
A Dirk. Wow. Ouch.
You're old.
Okay. All right. I'll be 40 next year, so that's fine.
I'm
Come
39
on. I know you're
and-
coming. Come on, bro.
in 9 days.
Yep.
So
In which a Dirk Nowitzki and
JJ Barea.
a bunch of you had an aging point guard in Jason Kidd, and then a bunch of role players rolled through. They swept the Kobe Lakers. They ripped through the Kevin Durant Oklahoma City Thunder, and then beat the crap out of the 2, technically 3 stars with Chris Bosh, although Chris Bosh didn't do much that first year.
yeah.
Ripped through the Miami Heat 4-2 in the finals. And this feels a lot like 2011 to me, in which the Boston Celtics have not played anyone all this postseason. A hurt Pacers team,
I hurt Miami Heat team.
a hurt Miami Heat team.
Just
a
say you're going
76ers.
Mavs. Just say you're going Mavs.
I'm going Mavs in 6. I think that Jason Tatum has
So am I
one-
the only one betting on the Celtics?
Maybe. I also
I mean, you did say bet against you.
You know what? That's fair. That is fair. That is a wonderful
I mean,
assessment.
you kind of laid it up there.
Travis, you're gonna have to come back at some point because that is peak quickness with the thinking. So you're going.
Mavs in 6.
All right.
And
And
breaking news, I will be in attendance for Game 3 in Dallas.
Oh, dang, that'd be sick. That'll be sick.
all right.
I also bought a giant Luca head, so if you see me on television, I will be. It's a very oversized Luca
Oh
head.
my God.
Dogs win it all. 3 national championships in 4 years, baby. Woo! That's
Go
my college
Dogs.
football input.
Go dog.
They got robbed last year.
I don't even want to think about it.
All right, let's go to movies. Movies. First of all, before we do this really quick breakdown, since we've gone way too long on the first 2 segments, what is your favorite movie of all time?
The Departed.
All right, okay.
I mean,
He's not going with
Think about
Boston.
By the way,
Yeah.
that was a snap call.
Yeah,
like
right there.
we've asked some people before, and they've been like,
Nah.
they hem and haw and like can't figure out
There's
what it
not
is.
even a single question. It's probably by a mile. First off, I love Boston. It's my favorite city in the United States to visit. And so I love the accents, all that. But I'm a huge Scorsese fan. I like his pacing. and I think Leo is the greatest male actor.
Oh my
in
god!
this.
Oh my god!
I think Leonardo DiCaprio is the best male actor of like my. I mean, obviously there's some greats back
Daniel
in the day.
Day-Lewis, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
But he's a method actor. It's a little different.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
you
We've
know.
already episode 1. Episode 2. No, sorry,
Yeah.
2. 1 was hot dog sandwich. 2. Tom Hanks is the greatest actor of all time.
No.
We did have this debate. The greatest
Denzel
actor.
Washington.
Tom Hanks plays Tom Hanks in every movie.
How many people have met Tom
Mine was
Hanks in
Leo.
this room? It's just me.
Travis,
Can we all agree Vin Diesel is second though?
They can make a billion Fast and the Furious. I'm in.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
The reason
Okay, we're not getting into this. We're not getting into this. We'll be here
But
forever.
yeah, The Departed and
Okay.
Jack Nicholson. Come on, and Matt Damon. Great movie. Yeah.
All right, so the movie we did this week, I don't know if you've ever seen this, is The Strangers, the 2008 version.
Yes, that with Liv Tyler.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you
Absolutely
watch it, Ryan?
fantastic movie. Did you watch it, Ryan?
I think it's one of the.
Ryan!
I
We
think
were
it's,
supposed to suspend him for
I think
not watching it.
I think it's one of
Ryan?
the scariest movies ever. It's
so
brutal.
scary.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much time, but I do have a prepared statement.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's very brief. Effective immediately, I have offered my suspension on the participation of the quad with Chris Young and offer this sentiment due to my refusal to watch the film The Strangers. While I harbor a profound affection for Liv Tyler, and I really do,
Camera sounds.
Yeah, right.
the prospect of confronting such visceral cinematic content proved quite distressing. I accept my suspension with grace and humility. Cognizant of the misstep, even in the light of the errant vote of confidence extended by my 3 esteemed colleagues in the podcast 2 weeks ago. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith, as there's a deep drive into left field by Castellanos. It'll be a home run,
Wonderful.
and so that will make it
Great.
a 4-0 ball game.
Great. Wonderful. Oh,
Moving forward, I am committed to
What a
both.
move.
If you get it, you get it.
Moving forward, I'm committed to both personal growth and the restoration of trust within the quad community.
I don't know if I'm going to be here Monday or whatever he says.
Yeah. So, all right. Thank.
I will accept suspension
Oh my
if
God.
it is warranted. That's
Thanks,
the end of my
Ryan.
statement.
Do we have to take a vote on the suspension?
We'll vote
Do we
next week.
leave it to the poll?
We'll vote next week. Yeah, leave it to the poll.
Let the people decide.
Is Ryan suspended next week? Go ahead.
Wait, is that just a forced vacation? Can we all get suspended? Oh, there it is.
All right, here we go. Kristen and James are expecting a relaxing weekend at a family vacation home, but their stay turns out to be anything but peaceful. First, a mysterious and dangerous woman arrives at the door while James is out on an errand. When he returns, he accidentally kills his friend Mike, mistaking him for an intruder. And then real danger does show up in the form of 3 mass torturers, leaving Kristen and James struggling for survival.
This film is not
Wow, only 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm kind of surprised.
We've decided that Rotten Tomatoes is wrong.
No, it's
But honestly, right now, because the new one came out, it's number 10 most popular in horror movies on streaming.
I saw a review that the new one is a shot-by-shot replica of the first one, pretty much.
Well, all right. So there's a
That's what I've heard, at
scene.
least.
There's a scene in this movie that is the most terrifying scene to me, other than Signs, where
Oh,
the
when it
alien
walks
walks
out.
in the background,
Yeah.
and oh
Ruined
god,
me
that
as a
scared the
child.
crap
Yeah.
out of me.
Nah,
'Cause I was
can I-
living
And
in a
he's literally wearing the tinfoil hat in the basement.
Yeah.
That scared the crap out of me.
I cried. I literally cried. I asked my parents to turn it off.
Dude. Because it's when true horror is one of 2 things. It is just suspense and jump scares,
Or it's actually just frightening.
it's like you don't see the creature
Right. Yeah. And then,
until the end.
right.
Was it Smile that ruined that at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie was incredible until the last 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't go. I can't watch scary movies, dude. I'm a
Yes.
wimp.
Yes.
I mean, I just
Travis
can't,
is with
dude.
me. See?
Well,
we have a community of people
Did,
that
But he
do
saw
not.
this
seen it.
movie?
Did you like it?
Yeah, oh
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's a
love
yeah.
it. And like you said, the scariest scene in that movie is where you can see the
There's
guy
just
in the background
he's standing
with the
in the
mask that's all
background in the
blurred out.
kitchen.
Yeah.
And I remember,
And it's not a moment where it's big jump. It's just he's there.
dude. I was dating someone at the time when this movie came out, and she was like, we're sitting on the couch, and I was like, God, that's creepy. And she was like, what? And I'm
She didn't
like,
even see it.
the look in the background, and she jumped off the couch. It scared her so bad.
Yeah, that gives me the
It was-
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
I will
Wow.
say I did. The last scary movie I watched was Hereditary, and well, I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Like I thought it was really good. It didn't like I wasn't
blow
mortified.
you
Yeah,
away.
it didn't
Yeah.
mortify me, but it made me super uncomfortable. But I enjoyed the storyline of it. I thought it was
See,
good.
if I'm going to watch a horror movie, I want to be scared. Yeah.
Where does there's either something wrong with the house or there's someone in the house rank for you as far as horror? Like, because there's so many movies that are.
Definitely something wrong with the house for me.
Yeah.
When you say something wrong, you mean like ghosts, haunted.
Like
Yeah.
entity.
Or like
I don't.
Poltergeist, like the house is built on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely
I think
something
that's
wrong with the
scary.
house.
Somebody in the house. That's what gets me.
Nah,
the
man.
the clown scene in Poltergeist.
It's
oh,
awful.
yeah,
It's ruined a generation of people for clowns for
The
sure.
tree.
Yeah. The tree actually and the pool scene really
Yeah.
stuck with me as a kid.
All right. For next week, we all agreed before the podcast started, so we don't have to look for one this week. Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Should be Bad Boys forever.
Ever.
Forever.
Forever. So, Bad Boys, Ride or Die, that's the movie. It comes out this weekend. Y'all make sure and go check it out, and we will definitely give you a warning for next week's pod about spoilers, so you don't. We'll give you that, and then you'll know to tune out for a minute. Let's do the hot take.
Hot take!
All right, this one's mine. What is worse, packing before you leave or unpacking when you get home? I was shocked because so many people argued with me on this. But it 1,000% is unpacking when you get home because you're already tired from the trip.
See, I thought you were talking about moving.
No.
This is like you're going on a trip with a
You're going on a
suitcase.
trip.
So
you have a
unpacking or packing a
suitcase,
suitcase.
and you have to unpack and like put all of the stuff back where it goes and take receipts out and make sure you didn't leave anything in your bag and make sure the bag's ready to go the next time you pack. And maybe it's just because the way that I travel, I keep an iron and an ironing board on the bus so I can just grab my stuff out of the dryer and
I got
throw
a
it in there.
steamer.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a game changer.
Yep.
But it's unpacking for me because once I'm finally home, all I want to do is like collapse and hug my dog.
Yeah.
Like
See, no, the problem here is when it comes to packing, it's miserable because you have to think how many pairs of clothes do I need? What's the weather like? And you have to do this whole process of what you need to pack. When you unpack, all the clothes just go in the dirty hamper and you're done.
But they don't because you don't always wear everything the
No,
entire
Yeah,
but there's
exactly.
a couple things, and I'll just put them right back. It's a few things, but
But how did you know they
trying to
didn't get the
pack and
dirty on
try-
them?
Because I have a laundry bag that I carry with me.
See, you're doing too much. See, here's what I do. All right, now
I have hang on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Literally, you don't have to have a laundry bag. My
But it keeps the
Nike
dirty.
bag that I carry has a zipper underneath it, and you can shove all the dirty stuff down in the bottom of it, and then it doesn't touch anything.
No, but then I just
That's almost kind of like a metaphor for life a little bit. Just shove it all down into the
Down
Nike
there
bag and
in
it
the
doesn't touch
bottom.
anything. Just shove it down. Here's my thing, and it's probably a little different for us. I mean, like when we tour, but like I'm only wearing 4 different outfits the whole tour. Like I'm just like, so I come home, I literally put in a load. When I dry it, I put that directly back into my suitcase, and then. Man, you guys got me all messed up. I thought we were talking about moving.
No.
So, because that's definitely easy. Unpacking sucks when you're moving. Because
Okay,
But I'll tell you what.
I would counter. I would say it's way worse to pack because then you're throwing stuff away.
Here's my 2 reasons. When you're moving from a house, when you're packing, you get to throw a lot of stuff away. But here's the deal. When you're packing, you have 2 things that become one, box and stuff. And so they become one. When you unpack, you have one thing that becomes 2. You have stuff and then boxes.
That was a lot of math, Travis.
I'm just saying. So anyway, sorry.
That's that redneck math.
First
There
of all,
we are.
I just had to get that out because that's all I've been thinking about for the past hour. But I will say, I don't know. I really don't. When it comes to just packing for a weekend, like, I feel like I got it down to a science. I don't think too much about it. But I will say, I think I prefer packing just because, like, there's actually like a little calmness in it. I like just kind of like getting all my stuff organized.
It's too much thinking.
Dude, but man,
All
when
right.
yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I was.
Sorry, we'll move it on down.
No,
What's the-
Travis has a right in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's that big loud. They'll be late.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Chandler, baby. I love you, Chandler. I love you, Chandler.
What's the longest you've left a suitcase with clothes sitting there?
I got one in the back of my truck right now from this weekend I haven't even touched.
I got one in my car right now
I also have one right
from
now.
this weekend.
Yeah.
I haven't even touched it yet.
I'll
Get
touch it.
home and immediately unpack.
Oh no, I barely.
That's
I barely
why I'm
bring my
saying
backpack in.
it's unpacking after you
No,
get home from a trip.
Yeah, I'm totally.
And maybe it's
I-
because we travel so much. But
I wonder, let me just throw this out there. I wonder if this is a male versus female sort of situation in which men on trips, I wear the same black V-neck and shorts basically every day of my life, right?
I don't do that.
You have a little bit more clothes than I do, but our wardrobe is relatively, it's one jacket, it's a couple shirts, it's a pair of jeans, it's your boots, it's whatever, right? Whereas women generally are looking at this going, well, are we going to have dinner? Is this too dressy, too formal? Do I need to be more casual, et cetera, et cetera? There are a lot of
I
options.
take the black shirt and jeans and put a suit jacket on.
Correct.
And I'm good to go.
I do agree with that. I
Correct.
think it's
Good to
'cause
go.
I need a plan. I'm like, am I going to work out? I need workout clothes. I need sleep
See,
clothes. I
this is,
need.
you're
Right.
right. You're right.
Meanwhile, like, I can't speak for all of us. Well, maybe Ryan's probably different because Ryan travels with like 12 hats and all stacked together. I've seen it. But for us, like, we go, okay, how many days, right? So it's like, all right, it's 3 days. That's 3 pairs of underwear plus one because I'm going to be sweaty. Or if you're playing shows,
dude, it
it's
always
you
is a
double
plus.
up.
It's a +2 for
Yeah,
me.
it's a plus
Yeah,
two.
you go +2.
I was just
in
in
case.
Phoenix. I was in Phoenix.
just
It was
in case
+3.
you don't know what's going to happen.
Phoenix was +3 because I'm going to sweat like crazy, right?
Maybe this is a southernism, but my mom told me it was like you always want to have clean underwear because what if you have to go to the hospital?
I pack
I
underwear.
don't know why that was the thing.
Well, now it's +3 for me.
Right. Yeah. Are you going to crap yourself while you're out? I don't know what's going on, right? Okay, but
Sir, you have lacerations to your butt.
yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're
Don't
fine.
worry.
I got
no,
a pair of
Fine.
underwear in the back. We're fine. Man.
It'll scab over. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
But generally speaking,
don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. We're good.
generally speaking, it's enough days of underwear plus 1 or 2. It's enough socks plus 1, maybe. Like, we have very like binary decisions
Basic.
to make.
I roll out of the house with a pair of socks I'm wearing, bro. I'm just like, I don't even care.
You're like, they'll stay on my feet for 4 days.
yeah,
It's
by
fine.
the time I get home, they're just like
Throw 'em out, man.
disgusting, bro. I throw them away.
I feel like we've completely lost the thread.
That
at
being
this point.
said, unpacking is worse.
Unpacking
Yeah,
is worse.
I'm with you.
But I'm going to choose packing because over 60% of our viewership is female, and I want to be on the right side of history. With
no,
this. So
no.
I love that he said it's this, but I'm picking.
I'm
that.
picking the other thing so I can win.
Well, I can make an argument for why, as the microphone falls on top of me.
Yes.
Why packing is worse than unpacking. As someone who travels
Okay.
significantly,
Hit the button.
No, let him
as you
talk.
guys do.
Oh my god.
I don't know what your preferred style for packing is, but I've got to roll the shirts, roll the pants, roll the shorts, make sure that it's all
flat.
in a
Doing too
nice
much.
Yeah,
rolled, so
exactly.
it's not too crinkled, not too wrinkly. That takes
lot of
time and effort.
effort.
And as Josh said, I travel with about 12 hats every time I go somewhere. That is strenuous. When I get home from a trip, I rip everything out
Strenuous.
and throw it into the
Is that
hamper.
in Webster's dictionary?
strenuous meaning this takes you 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
No, it takes me
Yeah.
like an hour to pack,
Yeah,
and
I'm
takes
about- I'm
me
about 45 minutes.
5 minutes.
45 minutes. Never
Lord.
mind. Unpacking. I'm not going to be. I can't be on the same side as these two. No way.
No.
Unpacking.
All right, unpacking. Okay, so Packing, unpacking, unpacking, packing.
Unpacking.
Unpacking. All right. Let's see what you guys think. Make sure to vote on the poll. As always, I am Chris Young. Thank you so much, Travis, for being here
Thank
this
y'all for
week.
having me.
Again, y'all make sure to go stream this, buy it. Roads That Go Nowhere, 15 songs. Check it out. Thank you again for listening to The Quad with Chris Young. We love you guys. And we're out.